Hey guys, this is Brandon Smith. And today I want to talk about if you're a new fisherman, so you're just starting off, what type of lures you need to have when you're first starting out to fish. Because, if you're going out there to your local tackle shop or Bass Pro or somewhere like that, you're going to run into all sorts of different looking lures and you don't know what to choose and you don't want to spend a bunch of money. So I'm going to give you my top five, my personal opinion on what I think are the five lures you should always have with you no matter what, and they'll catch a fish year round, and there's multiple purposes for them. So here it is. Here are my top five lures every fisherman should have. So the first two baits I'm going to be talking about that I think every fisherman should have are the beaver bait and the creature bait. So they look very similar, but they're very different. I'm going to explain why. So with the beaver bait, it's not meant to have a lot of action. It's supposed to be a very subtle bait. As you can see at the bottom, the pinches are flat, they don't have any ridges. This is great for flipping or pitching, or what I like to do if I'm fishing a pond, I'll just drag it real slowly, pause it every now and then, lift the tip of my rod, and you'll get these claws going just a little bit. It gives it a little bit of action, and that's when you get most of your strikes. But you'll have these claws flown most of the time. It'll kind of look like a crawfish in defensive position, but it's a very subtle bait. It's not meant to have a lot of action, not move a lot of water, because with this bait, less is more, and you're gonna catch a lot of fish off of it. Now with the creature bait, as you can see, I have a Straight King Rage Bug. It has these ridges, and I love fishing this because it does move a lot of water. So when the fish are more active, this is my go-to because I'll be working this around a bunch of brush piles, swimming over, hopping over things. It's gonna move a lot of water and fish a lot of these. I really love the Straight King Rage Bug when it comes for a creature bait. I mean, they have a bunch of different other types of creature baits out there, but this is my go-to creature bait. So definitely have one of these in your arsenal. So the next bait you need to have is some type of Senko. The Senko is just such a versatile bait. You can have it on a Texas rig, a Nico rig. You can cut it in half and make it into a Ned rig. It's just an all-around great bait. It doesn't look like much, but it gets the job done. And I've told you all before, one of my favorite ways to fish this is just a wacky rig. Just give it a little twitch on the fall, and that's going to cause a lot of reaction strikes, and you're going to get a lot of bites off this. Tried and true, it's proven. It'll catch you fish. So even during the dog days, this is a go-to. Like I said, just with the beaver bait, just do a slow drag, pause it, give it a lift, and you're gonna get a lot of bites off that too. So another one to have. So next we have the jerk bait. The jerk bait's a really good wintertime fishing lure, but it's also a really great summertime lure. So my rule of thumb for this is during the wintertime, during the colder months, bigger profile, slow retrieve. So you'll have a single twitch, maybe a couple twitches, and a long pause. It's a very methodical bite, which is why these bigger profiles are great for the wintertime because they have 3 treble hooks. Because the bite's very methodical, they're not gonna attack that bait like they do in the summer. It's not a reaction strike, so it's a very subtle bite. So you'll want all the extra hookage you can get. And my next rule of thumb during the summertime, you wanna go with a small profile, fast retrieve. So for the profile, I'm thinking like a shadow wrap shad. And those baits usually only have 2 treble hooks. And the reason is because during the summer, most of the time it's gonna be a reaction bite. So you don't need all the extra hooks. So they're gonna be able to hook up a lot better because they're gonna be smacking that bait. So with your retrieve, you're basically gonna be twitching that thing all the way back to the boat. No pauses in between. You might have a few pauses here and there, but you're working that bait real fast. So it's a very versatile lure. It's gonna catch you fish year round. So definitely have this one also, and get 2 sizes, I'd say. So this is your standard 110, and then get a smaller version of a shadow wrap shad, and I think you'll be set. So last but not least, we have the Z-Man Jack Hammer. So I chose the Jack Hammer specifically because I think this catches more fish than any other chatterbait on the market. It has crazy vibration, and I use this as a search bait. So I'll be doing a bunch of fan casts with this, trying to see if there's any fish in the area, because if I don't get any bites, then I know the fish aren't around because this calls them home. I prefer this over a square bill because, I mean, they're basically the same premise because this blade's gonna deflect off cover, just kind of like a bill of a square bill does. But the thing that sets it apart from a square bill is the vibration. That vibration just calls the fish home so much more, and I get so much more fish off of this. So it's definitely a must-have. So you just gotta have this. I mean, every other fisherman I know could speak for it. It's tried and true. It'll catch you a lot of fish. So those are the 5 lures I think every fisherman should have. They're gonna catch you fish no matter the situation. If those were the only 5 lures you had, you'd be in perfect shape. So glad y'all watched. Let me know in the comments what your top 5 lures are. And until next time, guys, tight lines.